Okay, so I left off explaining how I was using a cane or a walker. Now, at the same time that this was going on, I was going to UIC, and eventually things became too difficult for me to walk to class and all those things, so I stopped going. I no longer go to school. I also, before I was using a walker, before I was using a cane even, I felt it. I felt what was coming. And so I quit my job. Just because I felt it. It was weird. But somehow I knew what was coming. I did not want to burden my boss. And so I quit. Never really wanted to do that, but I did. So I got that new dentist whom gave me my new veneer. And so my teeth are good and solid. They've been there for a while. That thing is not popping off anymore, which is nice. I also he's a mercury-free dentist, which I would recommend for anyone to get a mercury-free dentist. He removed my amalgams, which that's not fun at all. Because what they do is they basically they kind of drill them out, which sucks. And they do it in 4 sections. You know, it's here, 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 and here. 4 different visits. They drill them out. Then he put, they're called resin fillings. So all of my fillings, my teeth, they look like I don't even have any fillings. So whatever. So I did that. I also, prior to doing that, I did detoxing. You know, I saw a holistic doctor, and he told me, he's the one that told me about the amalgams. He's like, get them things out, they're not good. Yeah, he gave me some supplements to, help my liver, clean my body, and all those kind of things. He told me some ways to change my diet, which I did all that, and I changed my diet and all those great things. I detoxed, and there was minor improvement. So it starts to get really interesting. I changed neurologist again. That's one thing. You guys gotta find a doctor that you are comfortable with, that you like. And I like my neurologist currently. He's really good. And I see him out of Rush University Medical Center, I believe. He's awesome. Now, Rush has a MS Center, which is awesome. I go there, and in the waiting room, everyone that comes in to wait, they got MS. That's what they do. They service people with MS. I mean, it's a whole complete hospital. So they do everything else as well. But what my new neurologist told me is he felt that we may simply be dealing with a lot of inflammation. So he told me that he wants a dual a procedure, or not a procedure, but do a treatment to so he could verify if it is inflammation or not. So that treatment was IV steroid. So I went to the hospital, and I was in the hospital for something like 2 weeks or something. I got IV steroids for, it was funny, I think I got IV steroids for a week. I did physical therapy and whatever. But they did that, and it did show some improvement. So he said, okay, good. That's telling me that we are dealing with inflammation. He said, well, I'm still walking with my walker. So he said, well, the only thing he could think of that could help me even more would be chemotherapy. Now, chemotherapy is, in my mind, I mean, I don't know what else they can do that's stronger than chemotherapy for multiple sclerosis. And so I said, yeah, let's do it. So I went in for chemotherapy. And I never want to get chemotherapy again. No, never. I did 6 months of it. And the way it works is, for month number 1, I go to the hospital. They hook me up, give me IVs and all this stuff. For 3 days, I take chemotherapy along with, I will do steroids, more steroid, and chemotherapy, like back to back. And, they gave me a shot for pneumonia vaccination, and had to wear those things on my legs to prevent blood clots and things like that. So I did the chemotherapy, and I was showing some majorly good improvements. I got to month number 4, and my doctor, he came on a regular basis just to check me out. He was seeing a very great improvement. So month number 4, he came, and he's like, yeah, you're showing very good improvement. You're a major success, is what he said. And he said, but if you want more, like the best improvement, he said, I think we're going to have to push it. He said, I want you to stay for 2 more months, which is how I got up to 6 months in total. Now, the FDA only allows you to do this for 7 months. I'm not sure what their reasoning for it is, but I was only able to do it for 7 months. I did it for 6 months, and it was just incredible benefits. I just began improving insanely, and it was pretty quick. I began to walk with my cane. I didn't have to use my walker. And now I use the cane, like if I'm outside or at the mall and I'm walking a decent amount of time or I'm tired, I use my cane. If I'm inside the house, walking around the house, and say I'm going to go outside and I'm only going to walk not very far, I don't have to use my cane. I can just walk. And it's amazing. It seriously is amazing. Now, I'm going to say about 2009 is when I had to use the cane. So from 2009 up until 2012, I had to use the walker. Now I don't. It's incredible. So, don't be afraid of some of these scary sounding treatments, because if you need it, you need it. If you need chemotherapy, you may need it. You may have to get it. It worked fantastic for me. So don't be afraid. And don't give up. If something major happens to you and you find yourself, just like walking with a walker or in a wheelchair even, don't give up. There's treatments out there. You gotta push for better and work harder. And One more time.